Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, and some of the things that have been going on in my life. And in today's video, I just want to talk about this day, which has been an interesting day for me because it started out not very good, to be honest. I was not feeling that great. Maybe I was like feeling a bit down. And I think basically the fact that today was my second period day of my period, which are usually the most painful days, uh, you know, did not contribute at all. And I was feeling pretty down, to be honest. Um, I I was a bit, I was having some thoughts about work and stuff and not feeling good enough. And it's a Sunday, it's a Saturday, and I was thinking about work. That was interesting. But yeah, basically, I'm not sure how things are standing with my manager, to be honest. Uh, I was supposed to have a one-to-one with him this week, but we didn't have it because it was a public holiday in Lux, and I asked to reschedule it, and uh, basically either did not receive my message or ignored it. But I get it because he's a very busy person. But still, I was awaiting that one-on-one very eagerly because he was supposed to give me an update on my applied science transition. And basically, it kind of pissed me off, to be honest, not to get a reply or nothing. And that basically means that, I even tried messaging him on Slack, um, but still did not get a reply. Uh, so I was pretty frustrated about that, to be honest, during the week because I was really looking forward to getting a reply on my applied science transition. And I guess maybe he didn't get a chance to discuss this with his manager, or honestly, I don't know. Or but maybe like he knows that it's a no, and then he didn't want that to affect my performance, or honestly, I have no freaking idea why that's happening. And I've been thinking about that and like through the whole week, and it has affected my mood, to be honest. And it's kind of annoying, not to get a reply from your manager. Uh, I'm not sure what to do about that. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait until 3 weeks from now when our next one-to-one is scheduled. But in the meantime, I will uh, just keep my head down, keep working on the projects that I'm working on, and you know, just accept that sometimes life can be very frustrating. Um, and yeah, I was a bit hesitant on bringing this up on this channel, but I guess since no one watches this, it doesn't really matter. Uh, and I think it just helps me to discuss these things and talk about them out loud, because I don't feel like I can talk about these things really to anyone, because I don't want to be perceived as the whiny girl, and basically there's nothing I can do and there's nothing they can do, and so I don't want to be uh, like just bringing this negative energy. So I just try to um, deal with it on my own, I guess. Handle these emotions, and the way that I've been framing this in my head is that uh, there is no better time for this to happen than now, because at an early stage in my career, and basically me learning to deal with these emotions and like these kinds of situations would only make me stronger for the future. And so that's definitely how I've been trying to view the situation. Um, just trying to stay optimistic, not let this affect me. Yeah, just trying to stand my ground, practice some patience, and basically just keep a cool mind and not complain, and not be frustrated by these things because these things happen and they are part of life. And basically, these are the kind of struggles that would help me grow. And basically, I believe that when like nothing happens, like everything happens for a reason, and I'm just trying to see what's the lesson to learn from these pretty confusing times, sometimes very frustrating. But yeah, I'm trying to practice some patience and just keep going, no matter what happens. Keep a cool mind, stay leveled, be at peace with myself because I know that my inputs are there and that you know that I'm worthy. And I mean, I know. Uh, Sometimes I don't know. Like today, um, today was quite hard because like it's my second day of the period. I was not like basically I spent the first half of the day on the couch, just watching some stuff and then felt bad because uh, I was about to miss my window to go to the gym. But in the end, I decided that okay, I'm not like what matters the most are the bad days, and basically on the bad days, it's really important to just keep going, even if you take very very small actions. That's still important. And so instead of feeling bad about not going to the gym at all, I went to the gym and I was there for about 45 minutes, but only worked out for like 25 minutes uh, because of the pain from my period. But it's okay. I was there. I ran, I don't know, 2 kilometers on the treadmill and then did 5 minutes on the rowing machine, which is just a fraction of what I usually do. But it's okay. I figured I would rather do this than not do anything at all. And it was worth it. It felt good. And also listening to some podcasts helped me, change a bit my mindset and reframe my thoughts. I was listening to some of podcast episodes from the CoCast, and I actually really like this podcast because it just talks about creator stuff and basically helps me reinforce this uh, identity that I'm a creator, I'm a YouTuber, I guess. I'm doing this YouTube thing and I'm taking it seriously because uh, on days like today, it's really easy for me to uh, question myself and question, like, basically feel bad about myself. And basically, it was really important for me, like, to uh, just like I was writing, like when I was feeling really low, I was writing my thoughts, no matter what, keep going, no matter if things are good, no matter if things are bad, no matter if you think you can do it, no matter if you don't think that you can do it. The most important thing is just to keep going and stay on the path. Um, and so, yeah, that's what I try to do today. Uh, in the end, I think I'm ending the day feeling better. Um, just like I was giving a class, and also something that helped is that I started preparing for my citizenship interview that's gonna happen on Wednesday this week. So I read this citizen booklet, French citizen booklet, and highlighted some of the key things to remember, and basically it helped, you know, to make progress on that, because that's also something that has been I think that contributed to this anxiety and not feeling good enough, is that basically my family has been, you know, pressuring me. My mom called me today. She's like, "Yeah, how are things going?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it." And then she like lectured me because I told her, "Don't worry about it." And she's like, "Yeah, that's rude of you to say don't worry about it." And I'm like, "No, mom, you don't understand that. Just asking me about this bothers me." And I made it evidently clear, but she wanted to make the point that it's rude and it does not make any sense, but it's just the reality. I'm not choosing to be irritated by it. It just is. And yeah, I was just like, fine, mom, as you wish. You know, I just like did not want to talk about that. Like, you know how parents are sometimes. They wanna, uh, you know, force you, force you to know, uh, I am right and the way that I'm thinking is the right way. But right now, I don't want to even get into that discussion because that's not helping. Like, it's just only taking away energy from the actual thing that matters, is me actually preparing for the French citizenship interview. And anyway, I just let it go. I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with this, and then just change the subject and ask her about some other stuff, because you know, like, you have to take some these things like lightly, because you know, parents are parents. Sometimes it's very hard to change their minds, and it's okay. Because they raised you and they've been around for a while. So it's kind of hard to change their habits and basically their thought patterns. So I'm okay with that. But that's also helped. Like, I have a plan. So it doesn't matter that I don't have a plan. I mean, I have more or less of a system. I think tomorrow the plan is to just maybe do some questions and put them on this Anki app. You know, just like which is a flashcard app that I used. You know, that we used to use back in my class préparatoire to learn English vocabulary, because we had to learn a whole book of English vocabulary back in my class préparatoire. But anyway, I used it a bit during when I was preparing for my applied science interviews for some questions that I had, and yeah, I'm planning on using it also for this French citizenship interview, because it will help. You know, I have a list of questions from people, from seeing some posts about about them passing the French citizenship interview, and I also have highlighted the interesting parts from this French citizen booklet. So I plan on making them into questions and basically flashcards that I can use to study during the week, all the way coming up to my interview. And yeah, honestly, it hasn't been easy. I'm just trying to be kind to myself and acknowledge that I can't do everything all the time. I can't be in a good mood all the time. Um, I can't, like, sometimes it does help to draw from the pain. So I put on some of my favorite music. So Imagine Dragons are the love of my life. I mean, not the love of my life, but probably my favorite band of all time. Well, the spot is still like in debate between Imagine Dragons and Coldplay, but I think I love them both equally. I listen to them separately on different occasions, different moods, and I think Imagine Dragons is generally the band that I listen to when I really need to get back down to earth and to tap, like to get into the grind mindset, because their songs are like really, I mean, I just love them so much. Like they affect me on such a deeper level because they've accompanied me in all of the hardest periods of my life. When I was in class préparatoire, I was just studying for weekends and weekends listening to Imagine Dragons. When I was at Georgia Tech, I was listening for days and days of Imagine Dragons. I think also when I was preparing for my interviews, I was listening to Imagine Dragons. So thank you, Imagine Dragons, for accompanying me in the periods of my life where I really need to put my head down and work. Probably a lot of my work would not have been possible without your work. So thank you. Just know that your work has an effect on other people's lives, and it helps me stay focused and get into the grind mode, I guess, where I put my head down and I just work. And yeah, honestly, just love Imagine Dragons. I couldn't say enough good about them. But yeah, trying to be optimistic. I also watched the Voice today, the French edition. I think it was the second part of the cross battles, and it was really good. Honestly, I love this show. I did not like. I think this year is the first year that I watch it as it's airing, and like actually, I did not watch it even the previous years. But honestly, I love it so much because it gives me so much insight into like what artists think like, and I think it goes hand in hand with my obsession this year with learning from musicians about how they view their art. I just think that gives a lot of insight into all kinds of art, and even like how where creative thinking comes from, and just understanding that aspect. And that also uh, those insights could also apply to my life as hopefully a creative mathematician. Not sure how that's gonna pan out, but we will see. And I love hearing about their processes. Honestly, I love learning about musicians' processes. It's like so fascinating to me, and I can draw a lot from just watching them do perform their work, or like understanding how they think. It's just super interesting to me. But yeah, anyway, that was a long, I don't know, monologue, I guess, as as usual on this channel. I guess that this is my channel of monologues. Um, but yeah, like I tried to, like, even in when feeling bad, I try to remember things. And I think what really helps when I'm feeling down is just to take some sort of action. And basically that snaps me out of my uh, negative thinking loop. I think going for a walk really helps. Listening to some books, getting some inspiration from other places, just taking some small action really does help, and not staying, staying stuck between the four walls that are my room, or like staying inside. I think it's really important for me to go out and just change my environment so that I can think about something else and not wallow in my pain, or basically feel worse about myself, and like just go out, do something, take a walk, go to the gym, like, I don't know, do something else. And yeah, I think overall today was a hard day, but I think I'm glad it happened because it taught me so much about myself. And yeah, I was really able to sit with my thoughts and deal with um hard emotions and hard thoughts that are going on in here, but just practicing uh, bringing myself out of these situations, because this is not the first time that this has happened, and it will definitely not be the last time that this will happen. And so it's really important for me to learn how to deal with these situations in a consistent way if I want to, not if I want to, like, just as part of a life skill that's really important for me to acquire for basically long-term fulfillment and not feeling bad. Just keep going. That's the answer. Usually, keep going, take some action, get out of your house, go for a walk, listen to a podcast, listen to some music, go for a run, go to the gym. I don't know, just do something. Don't stay stuck on yourself, feeling bad about yourself, uh, uh, not feeling good enough. Just get out of whatever like wherever you are, just go do something else. And that will help break basically this negative thought pattern in your mind. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop this here. Uh, I hope this was somewhat helpful to you. I mean, it really definitely helped to talk about this. Like, I love these videos. They just feel like a therapy session with myself. So I'm just like taking you along with me on this journey as I'm trying to figure my life out, grow, like, learn new things, just learn how to be an adult and how to stay optimistic, even in the face of challenges that might seem insurmountable. But I think the most important thing is just to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep going no matter what. When things are good, when things are bad, just keep going. And I think that's my most important lesson that I'm trying to truly internalize. And yeah. Anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in today. You can click here to watch my previous video on the channel, and you can click here to watch my latest video on this channel. Yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic day, night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye!